Hi, welcome to another video about the Artist's Way. It's week 9 and 10 in this video. And honestly, there is just a lot of handmade gift making involved and not so much of the Artist's Way simply because I did not have the time. I'll tell you a bit about the projects I make while I show you the footage, and then later on I will tell you more about my critique of the Artist's Way. I have some things that annoy me and I only briefly mentioned it in the past video, but now I want to elaborate and tell you what it is that I don't like. But first off, I am working on the gift for my sister. She likes to do crafting projects with her daughter as well. And something she told me she enjoys is to get these sets for little pictures you can paste on your windows with transparent colored paper. She enjoys making those, and originally she only wanted the Sakura Quickie Glue pen for Christmas. I did get those, but then I thought maybe I could do something extra. She really likes fantasy creatures and fable and mythical creatures. Therefore, I made her own set for these little transparent window motifs. I made a dragon as well as a phoenix. On top of these two motifs, which I am currently cutting out, I have the stencil that she can make herself once, and then I have the motif that she can transfer however she likes onto other paper if she wants to do more than one of these. I also give her two sheets of thick black carton paper if she wants to do another version of these. But I'm not quite sure how her equipment is regarding cutters and art knives or scalpels. Therefore, I do want to give her one of these already cut out. And she can just decorate them with the transparent paper, which I ordered from an art supply store, but right now it's not here yet. I will receive that later. I'm still waiting for that parcel. It worked out fairly well. I think it looks adorable and it has the potential to look very cute. I additionally gave her some color ideas. I know what kind of colors are in the set of transparent sheets of paper, and I just did some versions where she could have inspiration for which colors to choose for which motif. Okay, this is the last of the Christmas gifts as well as some things for myself. It's from an art supply store. Let's just open it up. Lovely. We can already wrap this as it is. This is for my nephew. Another thing I can already just wrap in gift wrapping paper as it is this Quickie Glue pen, because the thing you saw me work on for my sister includes these as well as a colored transparent paper. And then she can cut out small pieces of colored transparent paper and paste it behind this silhouette. It'll be more colorful, of course. Now, finally, this gift is complete as well. This is for a friend who is very gifted with watercolor. It's her birthday, right after Christmas. Sorry, this is so lopsided. I didn't see that. Granulating White Nights watercolors as well as her Christmas gift. It's very important to those people who have their birthday around Christmas to get separate gifts and to also get it in a birthday gift wrapping paper and not Christmas themed, holiday themed wrapping paper. And I will do just that. And these two Posca brush pens in black and gold are her Christmas gift. Now the rest is for me. I want to try the Speedball fabric block printing ink in black. I have 2 large lino sheets, a smaller transparent ruler with this very helpful grid, as well as 4 Caran d'Ache Neocolor 1. They are quite intriguing, but I don't want to get the full set before knowing if I really enjoy them. Okay, that's it. Let's wrap some gifts and then I can finally bring them to the post office. The parcels I talked about that I want to bring to the post office are first for a large part of my family in one big parcel, and then another one for my sister who lives in a different city, but there are still 2 gifts missing. And the one you can see me start right now is for a newborn baby and their parents. I'm using Marabou textile paint. I quite enjoy painting with it, and I think they mix very well. And not only do I have them for normal textiles, but they have a watercolor set, a watercolor textile paint set, which I have 3 colors of those as well, just the primary ones, and I can mix whatever I want with these. What I am painting there is a cookie because the unborn baby, they called little crumb, little cookie crumb, which is Krümel in German. I thought that was adorable. And of course, the baby, now that it is born, does have a name, but it was such a cute nickname that I thought it might as well stick. And as I was painting this, I did not know neither the gender nor the name of the baby. Therefore, it's Cookie Crumb. It is a little chocolate chip cookie, which is supposed to look adorable and smiley. Initially, I thought about making a hedgehog, but honestly, sleeping hedgehogs sometimes look like they're dead. Therefore, I just went the cookie route. I didn't want to take any risks for this little baby body. And this is how the little body turned out. Of course, you have to fixate it by either ironing it or putting it in your oven. And usually I put my things, as long as they fit, in the oven, just to make sure it has that nice, evenly distributed heat to fixate the paint. On to my final project. I promise I was exhausted at that point because of all the Christmas gifts. I might just next year tell everybody that I don't want to participate. I don't celebrate Christmas. My family does, and it's tradition that everyone gives a gift to everybody. It's just too much. At some point, it's too much. You know that thing where you draw a name of a person, of a pool of people, and everyone gives the person they drew a gift? That's nice. Everyone will receive something and you only have to take care of one gift. Isn't that a good idea? Maybe I'll suggest that. Simply because it is, I mean, I'm a grown-up now and I definitely buy the things I want for myself. And my husband said something that stuck with me. He said, what is so exhausting about Christmas gifts is that nowadays you don't just have to take care of other people's gifts, you also have to take care of your own gifts, because people keep asking you, what do you want? And tell me something. And well, it's not the point really, is it? I'd rather find something throughout the year and think of somebody and then get that for them and just give them a gift for giving a gift's sake. No, how can I say that? It doesn't matter, you know what I mean, hopefully. Do you have any other suggestions? Because I quite like the idea of the only one gift and drawing a name, but maybe there are other ways to go about this. I'd be glad to see how other people are handling this. Anyways, what I am working on right now is a photo album Leporello. My father explicitly wished for a handmade Leporello with some photos of my family. I'm using the bookbinding linen I got from a bookbinding store in Germany, in Celle, Germany. And I enjoy working with linen a lot. I should definitely do that more often. I love working precise as well, taking all these measurements, and you know that moment when everything just fits together so nicely. I love it. That's what I love about bookbinding most, that it is an exact craft. Here we are again, and I want to tell you what I don't like about The Artist's Way. There are several topics that Julia Cameron seems to want to spread out over the course of several weeks. And I do have to explicitly say that when I'm critiquing tasks, it's not the tasks at the end of the week, but rather the ones that you are doing while you are reading the chapter. Oftentimes there are some challenges or prompts, 20 things you have to list or 20 sentences you have to fill out. And these things, in my opinion, are so repetitive. The thing is, it keeps getting more repetitive. All of these things she asked before, but in a sometimes not even in a different wording, sometimes with a tiny bit of a change in the semantics. My husband actually quit The Artist's Way after week 8. He is not participating anymore because of this. I would get so frustrated because Julia Cameron is usually starting the chapter really strong. She says something really important and something you want to think about more. And then she starts to elaborate and use about sometimes 8 different metaphors at the same time. I couldn't keep the metaphors straight. I was only frustrated by this. I think the book could be, I'd say, a third or half of the length it has now. And that was okay. Reading through that in the beginning was okay. The tasks were something of a diversion in this mess of metaphors. But as soon as the tasks were also repeating themselves, it was only frustrating. I'm powering through, of course. I definitely want to finish The Artist's Way, but it is getting more and more of a chore each week. It is also probably designed for somebody who has not yet worked through their past. For me, a lot of things are already crystal clear. I worked through those things and I didn't expect any emotional turmoil from it, and I didn't receive any. Again, I am pushing through. I am trying to skip parts now that annoy me so that I don't get too demotivated. But that's my personal experience with this book, that it's getting on my nerves, it's annoying me, and it could have been a lot shorter. Maybe you disagree, and I'd love to hear why and what your thoughts are on that. Maybe some parts I didn't even recognize are very helpful to you. Feel free to let me know. I do quite enjoy taking you on this journey and talking about the different tasks. For this week, I don't have a special task I did, which I filmed. I did them myself. They are not really things you can show, and therefore, I hope I see you for the final installment, week 11 and 12. I will see you soon for that. And thank you for joining me. I still have one special treat for you, which is all my different musical tastes during the making of a Leporello. Enjoy. The tracks of my tears.